Is it any wonder that the debate bros of Transformers are Decepticons?
That are alive, you're coming with me.
ZX Spectrum Commodore 128 and 64. I hit the floor, I hit the shore. Got gaming skills from days of yore. I close the deck, computer rolls, play until my hands are sore.
Welcome to Beef Snake Nerdcast. I'm Autobot Warden Bolter. Transformers, robots in disguise. Not that one. Or that one. There we go. Robots in Disguise is a fun little show with a simple premise. A small, plucky team of Autobots are trying to locate and recapture Decepticon prisoners that got loose on Earth. Now this Villain of the Week setup might have gotten a bit stale, except for the over-the-top G1-style Decepticons that are all over the place. One of these jailbirds is Simacore. Semicore is an orangutan. Right. So, most Decepticons in this show, but not all, have some kind of animalish feature to them. Semicore is an orangutan Decepticon. An orangutan. Savvy? So Semicore is a disgruntled academic. He is very intelligent, and he knows it. His vocabulary is needlessly verbose, and he lords it over absolutely everyone. His conclusions are above reproach. If you disagree, you just picked a fight with an orangutan. He will beat your face in while calling you a dull-minded, vacuous twit. He is nerd rage personified. If you even think of peer-reviewing anything he's written, he will use you as a discus. And that's what got him locked up in the first place. Semicore is also a deployer, and is partnered with not one, but two minicons. Smaller, power-up style transformers that can partner up with a larger transformer, in this case, Semicore. Their names are Axiom and Theorem. They are a pair of inseparable know-it-alls, and they argue like an old married couple, non-stop. They're clever, though, and scrappy enough to be Semicore's research assistants, making for a trio of guys who think they're smarter than you and can shove you into a locker if you disagree. Semicore's schemes tend to be very mad scientist-y. The first time we meet him, he's trying to steal the control circuits to a particle accelerator to build a spaceship to get him back to Cybertron. No, really. Not only is this kinda dumb, but it puts the humans in danger. But just try telling Semicore that he has a bad plan. This is where Grimlock comes in. Now Grimlock is, well, if you know Transformers, Grimlock. This of course was the episode where he was super smart for a day. And he was matching wits and blows with Semicore the whole episode. It was hilarious. Semicore, Axiom, and Theorem would be recaptured and put back into a stasis pod at the end of that episode. Unfortunately, later the pod was damaged and the trio managed to break out again. In this rampage across the city, Semicore found the defunct science lab of fellow science guy and prisoner Decepticon, Vertebrake. And Semicore, with his big brain powers, went, "You know what I need? Clones." Not of himself, thank Primus, but of Axiom and Theorem, his two little minicon buddies, which is still bad, but not as bad. The best part about all this was that Semicore had built a rival fallacy around Grimlock, the guy whose personality is based on "I'ma punch it." When the two of them finally met up again, Semicore realized that he had built an entire revenge plot around a dumb jock cinnamon roll dinosaur. He was so shocked by the fact that his rival was not an intellectual powerhouse, Grimlock knocked him out with one punch. Get wrecked, nerd. After that, Semicore, Axiom, and Theorem were once again put into a stasis pod that actually worked this time. They never caused any trouble again, really. Probably because Semicore was so crushed by being wrong about something, he will never be the same. Semicore is a great example of being too smart for his own good and being a bully all rolled into one. He is intelligent, granted, but not in a good way. If you're not smart and disagree with him, he dismisses you. If you are smart and disagree with him, he will punch you in the mouth. He is a mean-spirited ape, and his hubris hit him like a 10-ton T-Rex. My appreciations and gratitude to your viewership of this curtailed serialization of Beefsnake Nerdcast. I have been the narrator of this endeavor, colloquially referred to as Bolter. Show your appreciations of my efforts in the traditional fashion by selecting the option known as the like button. And for more options of my productions in the future, select the subscribe button. My mundane minutiae and critical proclamations can be gazed upon in the various platforms of social media. I will be returning post-haste with a broadcast of the enlightened branch of knowledge that is the Angels in Carmine's Space Marines chapter. Much obliged, may you find enjoyment on this day.